I think knowing your brand and really focusing on it and really like strengthening it is going to set you apart.
Tsunomi, the first music distribution company focused on South Asian artists globally. Can't believe there was nothing like this before, but now we have it. So the tagline is independence is priceless. So I want to ask you guys a question about independent artists, man. The independent hustle, you've seen the hustle with the record label behind you. You've seen all of it. What are like, 3 things you could say to an independent artist who's watching this,
I would say, and this is to independent artists, even if you're signed to a smaller record label, right? Like, if you have control, right, over your artistry, if you're at that level, right? I would say one of the most important things is know who you are and know who your brand is. So like doubling down on your kind of messaging and who you are and specifically kind of what you're bringing to the table instead of throwing a really wide net, right? Like where you're like, I rap, thus I'm just gonna rap and throw a wide net. I think having something like knowing your skill and knowing like what it is that makes you you, knowing what your brand is. And that could be like your aesthetic, that could be like maybe who you're speaking to, the demographic you're rapping towards, or maybe even like kind of like your identity piece, whatever that might be. But I think knowing your brand and really focusing on it and really like strengthening it is going to set you apart.
Yeah, know yourself, know your brand. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I would say like this sort of like goes like part and parcel with that, which is like absolutely do not compromise on like your artistry and what you're trying to do. It's like first like know what you're trying to do, make sure you have what you need to succeed with that, which includes like not just the resources but sort of like the mental wherewithal, because like it's a really tough industry. You need to have a thick skin, and like you need to realize that like there is a huge difference between like good faith criticism and bad faith criticism. And like good faith criticism is someone being like, yo, I think you're really talented and I think you should work on these things and improve on those, because that is how you can use their criticism to elevate your craft. Versus like bad faith criticism is just like, oh, you're just a dumb thought. And it's like, rock on. Enjoy your life, dude. Because like especially like as women in the industry, we get a lot of bad faith criticism, and like being able to filter the two is invaluable, or else you will lose your mind and you won't be able to decipher like what's true about your own abilities. Having that basis of confidence and like, I know this is what I'm good at, I know this is why I'm doing it, and I know this is why I've like reached these milestones thus far, and none of the bad faith criticism can take away from that. You can just really tune out like what's not worth listening to, and when someone's like coming at you with something valuable.
Nice. That's awesome. I love that.